Hi, folks. This is Coach Rich, Endurance Nation. Today is Tuesday, June 18th, and it is race week for Ironman Coeur today's video will be about our guidance for how we would like you to approach race week for an Ironman distance race. Your race week actually starts several weeks earlier when your taper starts. Um, if you have not done a taper for an Ironman, it sucks. you've you've been on a training and admin treadmill. Every waking hour, every waking thought is filled with Ironman this and Ironman that, and now your training volume drops. You have more time to think about your race. You're used to eating 10,000 calories a day. Now you can't. So you have to lock up your fridge, and in general, you have more time to think about the race, and you have more time to think about how sick you are of thinking about the race. So how you use your taper to help your race week is by channeling that messiness into creating checklists for what you're going to pack with your bike, checklists for what you're going to pack on the plane, checklists for what you're going to do on the day that you travel, a checklist for what you're going to do the first day that you arrive at the venue, the second day, third day, race day, etc. Take all that nervousness and apply it towards creating checklists, and then race week is simply the execution of checklists that you made when you were in a much more organized state. Okay. The mental state. So let's say that your race week starts on the Sunday before your race. You probably had your last sort of long ride on Saturday. You give yourself a day off on Sunday. Now you have officially started race week. What I want you to do is to assume a calm state of mind. Okay, your theme all across the week should be slow is smooth, smooth is fast. I'm executing each day. I'm executing a checklist. I'm doing that slowly and smoothly. I'm relaxing. I'm taking deep breaths. I'm not going to stress. I don't have to get torqued up until about Saturday. Until then, I'm going to be calm, relaxed, and organized. Okay. Your second theme across the week is admin efficiency at all times. Always be thinking before you go and run some admin errand. Think, how can I execute this as efficiently as possible so that I minimize the amount of time that I spend doing this. And again, you're executing off of a checklist. Okay, so let's talk about how Ironman Race Week typically works out. We recommend that you arrive for us. So I'm going to talk about Ironman Race Week as if everyone's racing on Sunday. Okay, most people typically arrive on Wednesday or Thursday, but I want you to arrive on that day in the afternoon with enough time to take care of your admin registration stuff the same day that you arrive, so that you fly in, you get your car, you drive straight to downtown Coeur d'Alene or to downtown Madison or Lake Placid. You park your car, you go into the expo in your street clothes, and you register. You get your chip, your bracelet, your bags. You make one very quick trip around the expo, and you're done. You're out. Okay? You've taken care of all that admin stuff right off the bat, so that now you can focus on getting ready for your race. Okay? So whether you arrive on Wednesday or Thursday, your first action when you get in town should be to take care of the admin registration stuff that has to happen at the race expo. Okay? Your next day, typically Friday, that's your course recon day. Okay. First of all, so your let me skip that. So I had a thought in my head, contrary to my notes that I've taken here. So on Friday, on your course recon day, all you're doing is using your body as a vehicle to recon a course. You're not exercising. You're not exercising. There's no double top secret magic fairy dust that you do some secret workout and pixies sprinkle speed taper dust on you on a race week. Nothing you can do exercise wise during race week can significantly improve your race. There's lots of things you can do to screw up your race. Okay, so all you're doing is using your goggles or your bike or your running shoes as a vehicle to help you recon the course. So Friday, going with my theme of slow is smooth, smooth is fast, and being admin efficient as much as possible, I'm really not a big fan of the early morning. I got to wake up and see what the conditions will be like at 7 a.m. I got to swim at 7 a.m., which means I need to wake up at 5:30. But I'm racing on the West Coast and I'm East Coast, which means I'm actually going to wake up at 4:30. And you start putting time pressures on yourself that counteract your requirement to get as much sleep as you can and to relax and not stress about stuff. Okay, so the actions that you want to do on Friday, if this is a race that allows you to get in a swim on Friday, is you want to do a recon swim, a recon bike, and a recon run. You want to do the swim and the bike as time efficient as possible and consolidate those two events as much as possible. So if it were me, I would wake up when I wake up. I wouldn't be meeting someone at the beach, and I might swim at 9 o'clock. I might swim at 10 o'clock. But what I've done is I've done all the bags, bikes, planes, trains, automobiles things so that I park my car. I've got my bike stuff in the car. I go to swim start, get my swim done. I change. I walk to my car, and now I'm moving on to my next exercise, which is my bike ride. For the bike recon, ideally what you want is you, a car, your bike, and someone to drive you, an Iron Sherpa. Okay. I think what we'll do is I'll do another video at some point talking about what specific portions of each bike course I think you should recon on your bicycle. I'm already at 8 minutes, so I don't want this video to go too much longer. But what you're going to do is get in the car with your bike stuff, and your driver, and you are going to drive to the place that I identify that you're going to recon, and then you're going to get out, ride your bike. And you're simply riding your bike as a means of previewing the bike course. You're not there to exercise. Okay. The reason why I want you to drive, not your wife, not your husband, is so that you pay attention to turns, to grades, to road surfaces, etc. As you're riding, I'm going to identify the more technical parts of a bike course where it makes sense for you to ride with regards to previewing the grade of a hill or a downhill or some turns, some road surfaces, etc. But what you're doing is you're riding on this hill, you're dialing in your Ironman heart rate and or watts, and you're observing what your heart rate and watts are, your cadence. It feels like this, and most importantly, I have happy, confidence, thoughts. I'm a good person. Gosh darn it, people like me. You're feeling confident about your fitness. You're feeling confident about your plan. And you're simply putting yourself on this hill and setting a baseline, observing what your watts are, your heart rate, your cadence, RPE, so that you can then have another data point against which to create a frame of reference on race day. Okay? And then lastly, your run. We may or may not identify locations of the Ironman run course that we want your recon. Um, but again, you're simply running 2, maybe 3 miles at your Ironman effort, Ironman cadence, Ironman heart rate, feeling good, feeling confident, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. I'm going to have a good race. Happy, joy, joy, unicorns, fairies, gumdrops, and pixie dust. Okay? Um, so so you finish on Friday. Saturday then is your drop all my stuff off, drop my bags off day, and being very, very, very efficient and consolidating your errands. Okay? Read the athlete's guide. Bike checkout will open up at time X. Let's call it 10 or bike check-in. Bike check-in and bag drop-off will open at 10 o'clock, let's say. But you want to get in that last swim, and your friends are swimming, and they're swimming at 7 or they're swimming at 8, and now you have to bring your bike, your swim stuff, all your bags. You're going to get there around 7. You're done swimming by, you stand on the beach and check people out, and you start swimming at 7:30 and swim till 8, but now you got all your crap with you. Where do you go? Do I eat? Do I get coffee? And so between that Saturday morning swim and dropping off your bike and your bags, you could end up punching like a 4 to 6 hour admin hole in your day, where you're at that expo, waiting to do stuff. Okay. You don't need to do any physical activity on Saturday. You don't need to swim. I understand that if you do want to swim, just please figure out how you can consolidate the admin of the swim with the admin of you dropping off your bike and your bag, so that you get in, get it done, get out, and get away from the race. Get away from the race. Okay. The reason why I don't want you to set any early morning obligations on Saturday is because Friday night is really your last chance to sleep. I don't sleep much on race night. I might go to bed at 9. I stare at the ceiling, go to sleep around 11, wake up at 11:15 because I got to pee because I've been drinking Gatorade all day long. But so Friday night is your last opportunity to sleep. So don't place any early morning obligations on yourself on Saturday. Okay. And then my last admin tip for Saturday would be eat a large lunch and get takeout from that restaurant, and that takeout then serves as your dinner, and it saves you an admin step or having to cook and all that jazz Saturday night. Okay, and now I'm starting to get into the race day execution stuff, which we cover elsewhere on our blog, in our Ironman course talks and whatnot. So to resubmit the highlights of this talk here. Your race day starts during taper. When you use that time and that nervous energy, you apply it towards making checklists. Checklists do all the thinking and the worrying for you on a race week. Your race week starts Sunday before the race, and you want to maintain a calm, relaxed, slow is smooth, smooth is fast, berries, gumdrops, and unicorns attitude about the whole week. You are relaxed. Okay, slow is smooth, smooth is fast, deep breaths, smile. I'm a nice person, gosh darn it, people like me. Okay? At all times, you're thinking about efficient admin and consolidating administrative activities. How can I do, put your smart smart guy hat on and think about how you can do several admin tasks at once according to a checklist, smoothly, efficiently, and calmly. Okay? I've laid out for you what you should be doing each day. Thursday or Wednesday is your registration day. Friday is your course recon day. When you're doing that course recon, you are using your your body, your tennis shoes, your goggles, and your bike as a vehicle only. When you go out there and you recon parts of the course, you are dialing in your heart rate, your watts, your pace, your cadence. You're feeling good, you're feeling confident, and you're establishing a benchmark, a baseline that you're going to use on race day. And finally, Saturday is all about consolidating admin, be efficient, get in, get it done, get out. Okay? Thanks, folks. We'll be back shortly with our next video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please check us out at endurancenation.us. Consider subscribing to our weekly updates. You'll get a weekly informative message from us. And we've also created a once-a-month schedule of ebooks, webinars, and other higher-level content that we'll send to folks who are on that email list. Okay? Thank you. Bye.